Prof, if sacrifice genuine sacrifice is ignored or trivialized, will you still encourage it?
Well, I hope that we do not come to a point in our lives as individuals and communities in which we trivialize sacrifice, because sacrifice goes with certain other terms and expressions. Sacrifice goes with self-denial. Sometimes, even sacrifice goes with suffering. Let's take a typical marriage situation. You have married somebody's daughter and brought that daughter to your home. And then your wife takes seed, as we say. You have a baby. And you find that through the night, the baby is sucking the mother's breast. Obviously, the mother will feel tired at some point. You don't say that it is the responsibility of the woman to serve my food 3 times a day, collect the plates from the table, do this and that. Sometimes, if she's a working mother, also goes to work. So, if you trivialize sacrifice and self-denial and what I'm calling empathy, what you do is that you put people into situations where they become bitter because they are tired, they are exhausted, you are in the position to help, and you are not. There are people who even expect that after all the domestic chores, their wives will also carry the children to school. And you meet the woman, is married, is working, but is not happy. I'm not suggesting that this happens only to women. It also happens to men. And so it is for good reason that even certain professions are called vocations, like the pastoral ministry, like the medical field, another field. They are called vocations because they necessarily demand more from you than they would demand from people who work in other places. I have given an example from a doctor who is tired. It happens to nurses. If you look at the kinds of situations in which our nurses, for example, find themselves, especially those who have to work in rural areas, they have to sacrifice so much in situations where even the hospital or the clinic doesn't have a means of transport. Some medical officers have to use their personal cars to do official work. It is not the best. And that is where those responsible for running the country must also get their priorities right and put the resources where they are supposed to be. So we don't have to trivialize sacrifice, because when we trivialize things like sacrifice and self-denial, our economy will collapse.